Hey, what's up? Don't click away. Today I'm going to repair a cracked back glass on an iPhone 12 Pro Max. Hey, what's up guys? I'm Javi Guzman with MrPhoneDoctor.com, and thank you so much for tuning in and checking out this episode. If this is your first time here and you guys enjoy all things tech and repair related, please make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and smack that bell so you're notified on our latest videos. Or if you like, you can also leave a comment down below in the video and let us know what you guys think or if there's any other videos that you do want to see. And while you're at it, please make sure to check out all our social media platforms found here. Alright, now that we got all that out of the way, what is up guys? Thanks once again for checking out this episode. So today we got our hands on an iPhone 12 Pro Max with a cracked broken glass that you can see right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to use our fiber optic laser to help remove this broken back glass that's on here, because for those of you that do not know, Apple uses a very stubborn epoxy adhesive to adhere the glass onto these devices. And unfortunately, the design and the build of these phones, they're so big and bulky, you know, one little drop and boom, that's it. Your device could just crack just like that. For those of you guys that do not know, these devices do use MagSafe. So in order for MagSafe to work properly, you have to have a bead of magnets that wrap around this Apple logo. And with those strong magnets, that's actually how the cable adheres onto here, giving it that nice strong hold, and of course giving you that quick charge. So you have to be very, very careful when you're removing this back glass, because if you remove those little magnets, then the MagSafe feature is no longer going to work. So just keep that in mind, guys. We do our very best to minimize that so that way you can still have the full functionality and the features on that MagSafe. So that's enough talking, guys. Let's go ahead and step back in the lab since we are going to be using our laser for this. We'll set it on the laser, let the laser do its job, cut off this glass, and we'll come back in here and start separating this cracked glass. Alright, welcome back to the lab. So we're going to be using the M triangle Bitel laser. This is a fiber optic laser. I did went ahead and pre-prep the device. Normally what you do want to do, since we're not taking the phone apart, is you want to make sure that you do cover any sensitive areas like the camera, because you don't want the laser to accidentally hit and clip and discolor these lenses around the camera. And we also like to tape the front. By taping the front, this just helps whenever you're in the back cleaning. If there's a little small shard or something like that that's on the counter that you're working on, it won't go and scratch it. So we like to pre-prep them, that way we don't have any kind of little mishaps with scratches or laser burns. So we're going to go ahead and set this inside here. And the cool thing is with this is there is templates for each device that's out there. All you need to simply do is, of course, you just want to turn the laser on. And we turn on our computer. Our computer does run on Windows. And we are going to go ahead and open up for the 12 Pro Max, which we have 12 Pro Max right here. Open it up. And we have our template here. And we do always want to make sure that we run the red light. By running the red light, that's just going to let you know where the laser is going to be burning on the back. You know, you want to make sure that you're not overlapping and hitting the frame bezel, because that of course will cause marks and it just won't look pretty. So we want to do our best to make sure that we're hitting the glass only. So I'm going to hit the red light, make sure everything looks good. So here you can see the pattern of where the laser is going to be doing the marking. That's exactly what we want. So once we have it lined up perfectly, we can stop the red light. And we're going to go ahead and change our speed. I like to just do 1,000 speed. That one seems to be a lot more efficient. And from there we can go ahead and set up our little extraction system. We have a little extraction arm that we lay over here to make sure that we extract all the fumes and everything out of the building. Once we're ready to go, I'm going to go and hit the mark, and we'll go ahead and start zapping this rotten apple. So I am gonna use a brake tool. I do have this one here, but I'll just show you kind of where you're gonna wanna brake. We're gonna wanna make a few breaks anywhere around here. There we go, right there. You can see how this spider web just ran all the way up, and we are good. I'm gonna just put a little bit of ISO 99. Use a little bit of alcohol just to help get on the adhesive. So there's the magnet right here. I'm gonna try to get right underneath it, and that's just one of the many. So if I can stay under that one, I can hopefully try to get underneath these other ones and keep them intact. I'm gonna try to just go shard by shard from where these webs were. Oh, looks like I lost another one. See that? There it is. Yeah, these are a lot more finicky than anything. So here you go. You can see all the little row of magnets right here. I'm gonna set that aside. I'm gonna try to reapply them. Use some B8000 and try to reseat them. We did have a few that are down here, but down over here they did fall off. And you do always have another little stubborn area, and that's this area around the camera. They have this thick camera bezel around here. It did get a little bit irritated, but the thing is it's still intact. Okay, good. So majority of this is off. We are next going to go ahead and need to use our grinding tool and saw. And you always want to be careful because you do have your camera lenses out here. All right, we're almost down to the final little areas. So you can see how long this camera area does take. So just make sure you take your time on here. All right, we got all the glass off the camera area. I'm gonna go through and just make sure there's no little shards on these border areas. Since we are only going to go over the laser with this one pass just for time constraint, we don't want to go over again. Alright, I went ahead and gave this a nice little detail. I'm going to go in and clean all this glass up, and I'm going to try to re-adhere these little magnets just so we don't lose that feature. But like I did mention earlier, I did let the customer, which was my good friend Marcos, know that, hey, you know what, there's a chance of us losing it just because these suckers are a pain in the butt. But I want to do my best and try to get it back in there, and I'll show you guys that process. So I'm going to cut right here. Let me clean up, and I'll be right back. Alright, I went ahead and cleaned everything up. I'm going to go ahead and try to reapply these little magnets that did fall off. I think if I put a little bit of heat on them and remove them, we may actually be able to successfully get them off. So put a little bit of alcohol. Let's see. Hopefully these guys stay in place. Let me see if there's any adhesive that they're on. Yeah, there is. So there's a little adhesive here. So maybe if I get underneath that adhesive. So we are good. A little bit of this glue here. Let me see if I can scrape some of this last glue off. I'll get what comes off. Most of it's going to get stuck and stayed on below the glass anyway, so we are ready for some cold press glue, my favorite. And if you guys do need cold press, they are on our website, mrphonedoctor.com. Start applying. Oh, you know what? That reminds me. I left these little guys down below off for the tail end of the MagSafe. Let's put these on real quick. They go right here. And these are gonna sit like so. Right there. Right there. Beautiful. So I'm going to just go ahead and put some all around here on the metal portion of it. I don't really like to apply anything over the sensitive areas. So I steer clear of those, okay? And we do a nice little deal around here, up on top, around the camera area. Very critical. This is where you want to make sure that you cover, just to make sure that it fills in any gaps and you don't have any kind of moisture or anything like that that may come in and seep through. Alright, so it looks like all the adhesive is good. I do apologize, my top camera died. I just had to replace that battery, so I hope I didn't leave anything out, but I hope you guys still saw a little bit of what I was doing from the front end. And we have the beautiful back glass right here, and we're going to go ahead and do the application. And that's a beautiful fit. A little bit of seepage on the edges, which is nice. That's what you want. So the final, I'm going to give it a little wipe down just to make sure that I do clean any residue that's seeped over. And we just use a little bit of ISO 99. Just give it a little clean. And then we are going to clamp it. The clamp usually takes, on these, I'd say you could probably about 30-45 minutes on the clamp. So that's it. No more hairline. I'm going to go ahead and use our clamp. Alright, slide her in. Give it a twist. And that's that. Look at that. So we're going to let this sit here. And like I said, 30-45 minutes. And as soon as it's done, I'll do the final reveal. Okay, it's time for the reveal. The time has passed. I'm going to go ahead and remove these clamps. Alright, there she is. So flush and perfect. Let me get a little rag here, clean off this residue. Okay. Let's just wipe this down. That looks pretty. This is the finished back glass replacement on it. It's good as new. You can see these bezels and everything are nice and seated. And that's it. So that's the 12 Pro Max back glass replacement using an M triangle laser, fiber optic laser that is. So that's going to wrap up my video, guys. I really do hope you guys enjoyed it. Once again, please make sure you guys subscribe. Leave your comments down below if you guys have any questions. Check us out on all our social media platforms. And if you guys do need a repair, visit us at www.mrphonedoctor.com. The surgeon is signing out. We'll see you guys in the next episode. Cheers.